The scientists are coming for Donald Trump, and they're pissed. Following the crackdown on science, including gagging the social media accounts at the EPA and Park Services that tweet, of course, about climate change and other environmental issues by the new anti-science administration, the scientists are taking it into their own hands to fight for facts in this post-fact alternative Trump America. Now, this includes the creation of rogue National Park Service and NASA Twitter accounts. So that's fun. In fact, one of the Twitter accounts for the National Park Service is called the Alt National Park Service. I see what you did there. Well done. So, and of course, one of my favorites was Badlands National Park, that for a little while continued tweeting out things like climate change information and facts in defiance of the Trump administration until unfortunately it was subdued. Right? So look, they are cracking down on people who are not towing the Trump administration line. If you're tweeting things that don't line up ideologically with Donald Trump, gotta go. Can't have you doing that. We can't have you tweeting out facts or any sort of information that counters what the narrative that we want to set. I mean, now they have people supposedly screening any content, any blog posts, any Facebook, any Twitter accounts to make sure that it's ideologically friendly to the Republicans. Is this not chilling? Super chilling. They're actually having a war on facts. This is what's going on in America, and it's day 6. My God, man. Now, because of this, the scientists, well, they're not laying down. Okay? They're actually literally planning to come to the White House. They're coming to your house. They're coming to your house. The White House. So, and I'm happy to report that there is now a scientist march being planned for Washington, D.C. They're going to get into the streets. They're going to get together, just like the Women's March, and they're going to march on Washington to try to say, hey, we are not going to let our voices and the facts be smothered. We are not going to let this world be run by alternative facts. I love this. In fact, according to Forbes, they're hoping to send a message that action is necessary to prevent changes to existing environmental and health policies now being proposed by the Trump administration that they believe could have devastating effects on the planet and the people on it, namely us. Now, and look, the wording in Forbes, I found a little bit of an issue because it's not like they believe, right? It's not that they're believing in science. No, science is provable. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to put this, right? Basically, they don't just believe that if you build the Keystone XL pipeline and the Dakota Access pipeline, that they'll be putting 18 million people's drinking water in jeopardy. No, that is a fact. That is something that you cannot ignore. You can't just make up something else. You don't have alternative facts. No, this pipeline is never going to leak. It's never going to burst, and it's never going to contaminate water. Well, there are plenty of stories out there where pipelines do leak, and they do contaminate people's water. So it's not that they believe, that this will happen. It's happened before, and it will likely happen again. Just like it's not that they believe in climate change, it's that they actually have proof and models and all this different data and all these facts to back it up. It is not a belief. It is stone cold fact. And of course, carbon in the atmosphere that will be put up by these pipelines that are going to, of course, make climate change. They're going to exacerbate the problem even worse. And not only that, but of course, Donald Trump plans to pull out of the climate agreement, which was non-binding, but would encourage other countries to draw down their carbon emissions by switching over to renewable energy, which, look, right now, it's starting to cost less than oil and coal. Wind power costs less to do than coal. It's pretty obvious, but no. Coal country got to have their jobs back. Look, I feel for them in coal country. I do. But it's time to go to other industries. You can't just hold on to the horse and buggy guys, even though we have automobiles. Okay? You've got to phase them out and put these people and train these people to do other jobs. Now, their new website, Scientists March on Washington, basically is described as a call to arms, urging the responsible application of science to government. Now, I'm in favor of that. That's a big thing. I like science. I would like science policy to actually, or I should say, I would like science to influence policy. You know, facts. Anyway, on the website they say there are certain things that we accept as facts with no alternatives. The Earth is becoming warmer due to human action. The diversity of life arose by evolution. Again, amazing how people argue against this. Politicians who devalue expertise risk making decisions that do not reflect reality and must be held accountable. An American government that ignores science to pursue ideological agendas endangers the world. Exactly. And look, this is where we're at. We as a country are sitting here and denying facts, denying reality. We elected somebody, not us, but there's a significant minority of the country, 63 million people, voted for this guy. And now we live in a country that denies facts. The president denies facts. Most in Congress now deny facts. Most of the government denies facts. And this is where we're at. This is where we're at. We're the only country where a major political party has decided not to accept reality. Why? Because they'd rather take corporate money from fossil fuel industries. Sad. Now, the group says on its website that it is still in the organizing stage for this march, promising a mission statement to come soon. Its origins from Facebook page that has grown from 200 members 5 days ago to now over 220,000. And I haven't checked it today, but it might be bigger. It also has a hashtag Science March that is trending. And of course, they have a Twitter handle at Science March DC. So, and that has, of course, according to the writing of this, over 112,000 followers. Now, the group recently tweeted that it accepts all persons, regardless of whether or not they are scientists. So, if you care about the climate, if you want to expand renewable energy, like a majority of the American public, like even a majority of Republicans and Trump supporters want to do, well, to you guys, tell the guy that you voted for, hey, I do want cheap, clean alternative energy. I want renewable energy. I want clean air. I want clean drinking water. And I want you to pay attention. I want it now. I want you to make sure to protect the environment. You say you're so fantastic. You're so great for the environment. Well, why don't you prove it? Why don't you show us by actually championing clean energy, renewable energy? No, instead, what the administration has done has pulled back on clean energy and has promoted more fossil fuels. Despite the fact that your voters say otherwise. Up to 75% of Trump supporters supported wind energy, solar energy, and natural gas. I'm not in favor of the natural gas part, but hey, at least it's better than coal. Because that's what we're going back to. Coal and tar sands. You got to hold your guy accountable. And that's the message. And if you won't hold him accountable, we will. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.